I'm begging you, woman. I'm on my knees, I'm begging you, please eat.
Art reviews. Art reviews.
Good afternoon. We're here on this windy evening here at Mushroom Tree Farm Park.
It's just mushroom farm. I don't think mushrooms grow in trees. They actually do.
Mushroom Park. Welcome to Park
Art
Reviews.
reviews.
Here we are in the middle of Santon.
Yep.
On this windy spring day.
Yep.
We're in this quaint but nice park.
Yep.
My only gripe with this park is that I can tell that they do not let the homeless stay here. A beef puff. This is a cheese puff.
Okay.
This is the inside.
Cheese puff is a bit more crunch.
This is from a very local bakery that we got these from.
Support local businesses, you know. It's a small little outfit. Ghana Wana, one and only, the Wana Ghana, has a song called Today I Did Good, which I think is like a very corny song, you know, especially the people who use it. What if sometimes, on some days, you did good, and you listen to the song by Ghana Wana, Today I Did Good? This feels like a slow-paced, fast-paced park. It's slow because there's not much life right now, but it's like a park that wants you to get whatever you're doing over and done with, you know. Come, enjoy yourself, but then be finished and leave me alone. That is swapping.
Yes. Now I have the cheese puff.
No, I have the beef.
I have a vegan uncle who every time he shows up goes on a tangent about how South Asians are all lactose intolerant, and we have no control of that. We are just born lactose intolerant. I don't believe him because I'm a cheese fiend. I've spent money on cheeses that you haven't even heard of and gone broke, and I've never shit my pants before in my life.
Citroën. Citroën makes really cool cars because they're French, and the French are good at one thing, protesting, and we like them for that. Not very good at any like cars. Actually, they're good at like food. Are they? They make snails and shit. Yeah, they make Renaults, they make Citroëns, they make that, and then they also make the Bugatti. But the Bugatti is German now. I wish I lived in the 80s. Racism aside, seemed like a really good time. Orgies and cocaine. What more could you want out of life? Intellectual pursuit.
Second cheese puff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the cheese more? What do you think, you viewer?
Do you like our mukbang?
Comment, like, subscribe. We come towards a bridge, just like the one that came before us. As you'll see as I keep walking, the bridge ends. Now, we get into a philosophical dilemma here. Is it still a bridge if it doesn't connect? I'm sure the word bridge means to connect. However, this one doesn't. But it was built with the intentions of connecting. And it looks like a bridge. And to a certain point until it ends, it acts as a bridge. But is it still a bridge if it does not fulfill its purpose? Are we still humans if we do not fulfill the purpose of being human? What does being human mean? Annoying people will say being human means fertilize eggs and procreate, but that is stupid. That is not what makes us human. That is extremely dehumanizing. Yes. So this bridge, it is still a bridge in my opinion, because it's set out to be a bridge, but it's its own type of bridge. It's unique, but rather it leads to this beautiful, oh so beautiful view of the water. Uh-oh. What do you wish for, audience? Let us know. Comment down below. Subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell, uh, share. We part from this bridge now, knowing that it is a bridge. Because what would you call it if it's not a bridge? Exactly. I wish.
Oh my
Guys,
god, we found another.
you see what happens when you get lost? You find real bridges.
I think that on a more real level, we may have found the first parts of the park. Yeah, I think this may have been the first parts of the park before they built the hotels and everything else. Quite cool, this.
This bridge, it leads to a dead end. But at one point it didn't, because we can see by these pillars that it once was.
And there's same pillars on the other side.
It once was a serious structure. Do not fall. If you came to this park, you would have never found this place. But because of us, you have. So if you're coming to Mushroom Tree Park, come to this part of the park.
Mushroom Farm Park.
Mushroom Farm Park.
Yeah.
Because this is the real park.
Yes.
This is where shit gets done.
Yep.
We were recommended this park by a woman.
Mm.
Woman, guys.
Am I right? These are great. You can make pie out of these. I'm going to eat one as demonstration. Have one.
I wasn't planning on having one because I didn't really want to get sick.
You won't.
Now I have to in solidarity.
Take that one there.
Which one?
That one there.
This one.
Yeah. It's gonna be sweeter. Life is about debates and arguments. So I'd like to counter your view. This once was a bridge, and it was built with the intention of being a bridge. And in many ways, you could say that it is, it's still a bridge, but what's a bridge broken in half? This part of the bridge, viewed in isolation, which is all about perspective, this right? Disregarding all of that and the fact that we know that it once was a bridge makes it nothing but a pier, which is beautiful. When you go into the ocean and you stand on the pier, you are not part of the ocean. You're disconnected from the ocean. You can look at it from the top down, but you'll never experience what it means to be connected with the ocean. This bridge has been broken, and the connection has been broken as well. It is now two piers on opposite and the connections have been broken by the society that works for breaking bridges. You know what I mean? It once was a bridge, it is now a pier. That is sad. I hope that one day it manages to become a bridge again.
That was the starters.
Yes. We have more from our local butchery that also makes meat sometimes. Called BBQ chicken leg. There's 79% chicken, 14% BBQ marinade, sugar,
Worcester. The other one.
Let me have a bite.
Oh wow. This was such a good decision to get.
I know, right?
I'm sure it'll be good, but this is so comical. I'm gonna break the drum. I'm eating the pie. Did you know that audience? Hi. I bet you would assume that the most eaten meat in the world is a chicken. But no, it's actually pork. The world is a haram place, and that's not good. Over here, we see a Whomping Willow. Audience, have you read any Enid Blyton books, such as The Famous Five?
If you haven't, it explains why none of you fuckers have subscribed, because you know nothing, uncultured fucking twats. I have read every single Enid Blyton book, all the Famous Fives, all the Secret Sevens, right? All the Nancy Drews.
I don't think that was Enid Blyton.
If it isn't, it's the same fucking. Actually, no, it's not. There is a literature esque disconnect, right? Where Enid Blyton is important. I have such amazing diction. I write beautifully. Anyone can attest to that. It's because I read Enid Blyton growing up, and I've started rereading Enid Blyton as a as a man, because I'm still a boy. Every time I break a woman's heart, they call me a boy, and I don't take that as an insult. It means that I still have my youthfulness. And it's because I have Enid Blyton to support my my upbringing. The weeping willow is very important, has very important significance in Enid Blyton, especially the famous five who have to grapple, some of them, with abusive parents. So they go to the weeping willow, which provides solace for them. But in it being a weeping willow, it speaks to how deep down in their souls they weep.
I will counter that by saying Enid Blyton books, by nature, are children's books, and what you're doing is regressing. That is not true. It's the same. That's what's wrong. Everyone nowadays, you see that new things are being made. It's all just for children. You're watching children's things. Are you a child? No.
I will counter that by saying, by rereading Enid Blyton books, I'm reconnecting. You are part of the problem, the type of people who go and champion for the burning and breaking of bridges, right? Now I agree with you that new content is being tailored for children, right? But that is the problem. The problem is that the new content tailored for children is Coco Melon and TikTok and not Enid Blyton. Do you understand? The reason I'm such a phenomenal human being as a child, I was raised and reared by the likes of Enid Blyton, while the new masters are raised by Cocomelon.
Okay, sure. You can say that. But just as you said, you are raised with that. Why are you reading them now? You should be evolving, reading new things. You know, uh, you can read all the Roald Dahl books as a child. You can read his children's books. But then as an adult, which you are, by the way, you should read his books for adults. Get a child, and then you can read all of these children's books.
I would like to counter that because I actually read Roald Dahl's adult books as a child. Enid Blyton isn't a children's book writer. Well, she is. She has children's books, but there's still lessons to be learned. It's not a regression, right? I was raised by it, and I am evolving, and I will not look at it through my evolved lens. I will also reconnect with myself. Feeling, having emotion is all about reconnecting. You can't choose where you reconnect. You have to reconnect with all of you. You can't just go and say, I only want to reconnect with the happy me. That is why you're sad, because you haven't allowed yourself to feel your sadness, to feel the sad you, to feel the parts of you that weren't okay. You can't pick and choose your battles. You can if they involve other people, like idiots. But when it's with yourself, you need to fight and challenge all of you. Even what was written into you from your young age. Otherwise, you allow yourself to be dictated, to be led by all that you experienced before, instead of challenging it and evolving because of it, not in spite of it. Challenge that, motherfucker. Maybe if we swear we won't get much.
Okay, good point. I will just say that throughout your life, you should be reading books for all levels.
Yeah, but who says I don't?
No, I said I agree. I concede. And from your points, I've grown in those mere moments and realized that my diction and vocabulary grew because I did not just read children's novels. as a child, but also adult novels. Yes, it is. I can say that my statements may have been disregarding the the good writing, the brilliant, I would say, writing of those books, just to make my point. So I concede. But I do think that we have a problem in our society of people not wanting to challenge themselves as adults to engage with art that is intended for adults. You know, even as late as the 2010s, we still had art made for adults. You're not going to get a sideways or a serious, some would say boring, historical film made nowadays for the masses that would make money because people are becoming more and more illiterate and wanting comfort instead of a challenge. Do you guys like watching us eat? Is this aesthetically pleasing?
Comment down below.
This is something you guys can do too.
The whole meal cost us about $200, including the drinks,
Yes.
and we split it
But that's also us going a bit like
overboard.
overboard to
Mm.
please the audience.
Mm.
It's still a good bargain
Mm.
for this big piece of chicken and puffs, but just know we are usually either extremely more gluttonous than this or
Extremely less gluttonous.
exactly something about this park just told us that we need to eat here. I have a diet now. Brief intermissions. And spring is coming. Trees are getting nice and green. You see some green patches on the floor. Spring is a beautiful time. It's the best time. It's the time when you should all be making children because that is what spring is about. Be the animals making children. You yourself, go have a child. Bring new life into this earth. Bring new meaning. Raise them to be better than us. Because as of now, we are horrible people. So go do that. Go be a better person. And if you can't have a child, that's okay. That doesn't discount you from being a human. So go fertilize something else. Go grow a tree. Go grow a revolution. Be powerful. Be strong. Be yourself. Be your best self. Pick yourself. Put yourself into the world in ways that can improve it. You're not putting yourself out there to make money. What is that going to achieve? Nothing. You will not feel good about yourself. Through the betterment of others, you will better yourself. And the easiest way to do that is to have a child. I put too much radioactive fluids into my testicles. So unfortunately, I will not be having children. I will be having mutant babies.
You're welcome. I too will not be having children. I think that one of me is all this world can handle. And why have children if you can't mold them in your image? And that is a very problematic view. And because I hold that view, I will not have children because I know that molding your children into you is about the most toxic thing and the worst thing you can ever do to another living being. I think a lot of parents try to do that to their children, and that's why we have such a damaged generation. I want you to remember that being driven by fear of being like, you know how people are scared of being like their fathers, scared of being like their mothers, shouldn't be driven by fear. Fear makes you that fear. You should be driven by a change to do better, better than was done to you, better than you have until said point known. That is what should drive you. You know, if you do decide to heed my friend's call and have children, remember to always do better than was done to you. Always do better than even you thought that you could do. Always strive for better. And don't have children if you're going to treat them like children. You're trying to grow them into humans. Treat them like humans. I take my sweet time inside of her. You know, I'm gonna explore, tease.
Yeah, baby, you like me eating this chicken, huh? You like that? What's your guys' favorite food? Interesting. That's mine too.
Yeah, beans. We have so much in common.
What? You just shit your pants?
It's okay. I'll sit in my pants too. Oops. I just shit in my pants. See? It's okay, baby.
And we get any like mukbang gurus to teach us how to do this better. We feel as if we're doing a great job right now.
Mm,
We want to be doing the best job for you guys.
mm. I don't know if you guys can see the cut on my finger, right there at the base. I was cut by a chicken, much like the one I'm eating right now.
Armor.
When I killed the chicken,
You guys like that?
you want to eat my bone, little kitten?
Mmm. I'm done.
I too am done.
Mukbang over. Comment down below if you liked it. Subscribe if you would like to see more. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. Like.
This is how dirty my hands are after my mukbang. Not as dirty as I get after I play with my little princess.
A nice big meal as we have, you should burn those calories and exercise yourself. And a better body is a better mind. As you can see, I'm making full use of the park's equipment because the park has everything you need. Thank you. See. Here we come to the end of this park review. It's a very nice park, quite beautiful, nice and quiet, and also quiet with all the people here. They know that this is a place to think and rest. I think we were disrupting their rest and thoughts.
I found a bolt. I thought it would be very nice to have a park bolt. I never know where I may need it. It's a bit bent, but yeah.
There could be AIDS on that bolt that we'll find out later in life.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. But who knows?
Give this park a 6 out of 10. It's nice. Smaller than the parks we've been to, but in a nice way, in a quaint way. That's the word for this park.
Mm,
Quaint,
mm,
petite.
mm. I give this park six and a half, six. Yeah, somewhere there, 6 and a quarter. It's very nice. It's very you know, yeah,
We won't be using that word.
yeah. I hate that fucking word. It's beautifully nestled in the middle of Sandton. It serves its function. It's nothing more than it needs to be, nothing less than it needs to be. It's just a perfect escape for those who need it in an otherwise busy and bustling city. Sayonara. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the good stuff.
Thank
Thanks, guys.
you.
Thank you.